He's going to finish the season as a top 8 tight end.
Looks like he's lost no step at this point. In this house, we don't freak out. There is a sheep in your league out there freaking out about Stefon Diggs.
Fair.
You better go make that trade-off.
Look at the release.
There's your separation.
Great route.
Stutter and go. Gets by clean.
That is unbelievable.
Maybe the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Dawson Knox has emerged as like this guy locked and loaded for sure. I can put a stamp on it. Like he's going to finish the season as a top 8 tight end. Like he's just, he's playing too well in a great offense. Josh Allen trusts him. And yeah, is he going to have boom weeks and bust weeks? Of course he's a tight end. It's fine. But like the fact that they're kind of going away from Cole Beasley and working Dawson Knox a little bit more in as well, like forget it, man. Like locked and loaded, top 8 tight end to finish the season.
You know, you look at Dawson Knox too. He's kind of splitting his time between slot and inline tight end. Like he's not a Mike Gesicki type who exclusively runs from the slot, or even like a Kyle Pitts type. Like again, he's splitting his time between those two positions, which is good because I think then it's a new role. I'm kind of pissed at myself about not being more in on Dawson Knox this draft season.
Dude, I thought the exact same thing last night. I'm like, how the hell did I miss Dawson Knox? Like a tight end who's developing in this offense, and we love this offense. Why did we not like the tight end in this offense? It didn't make any sense.
This is a new role in the offense. You know, a tight end, a true traditional inline tight end for the most part, who's athletic, who's got skills, that's just broken out in his 3rd season, which is great. I mean, again, there's no question Dawson Knox is a top 10 tight end the rest of the way. I think Dalton Schultz also a top 10 tight end the rest of the way. Those reflections will be made on the rest of season rankings. But I do think it's definitely bad for Cole Beasley because they're going to exist sort of in the middle of, in the last night, he only ran a route, I think, on like 52% of the dropbacks did Cole Beasley. And I mean, it was a very strange game for the Buffalo Bills overall because they threw 15 passes and Josh Allen still threw for like 300 something yards. So that's not going to happen very often. But I think that there's clearly a pecking order in Buffalo right now. And it's like Diggs, Manny Sanders, and Dawson Knox kind of right there at 2 and 3, like interflip those every few weeks. And Cole Beasley's definitely at number 4. Sanders looks great, by the way. You were in on Sanders this year. And like, that was a great call by you because he just looks like he's lost no step at this point. And man, it's a great situation for him and for Knox for sure. I mean, both those guys are big risers for sure.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Okay, but let's get to the matter at hand, though, because what about Stefon Diggs? I mean, again, yet another game where he disappoints. I internally feel like he is a buy low candidate. I could be talked either way, though, because I'm kind of sort of on the razor's edge now with Stefon Diggs because Dawson Knox has emerged a bit. Emmanuel Sanders has definitely emerged big time in this passing. And last year it was Diggs and no one else. Just like it's similar story in Arizona. It was Nuke Hopkins and no one else. It's not like that now. It's a little bit different now in Buffalo. Hey, listen, we really appreciate you guys watching this video. We really do. But if I could, I just want to take a little bit of time to talk about our great sponsor, OddsJam.
OddsJam is the home of real-time sports odds, allowing you to shop and get the best possible odds.
Let's say you love the Packers money line. Well, FanDuel's got them at minus 650, whereas Bet Online and Ballybet has them at minus 550. It's the exact same bet, but significantly better odds at Ballybet and at Bet Online.
OddsJam also has a ton of betting tools like arbitrage, positive expected value bets. In other words, mathematically profitable wagers and a sharp betting community.
If you want to make money sports betting, this right here is the company for you.
They even have line discrepancies where you can make truly risk-free money using something called arbitrage in sports betting.
Learn about it, live it, love it. Check them out right now. Go to the website oddsjam.com. Where are you kind of leaning with Stefon?
Yeah, you'll be shocked to know I think he's like the biggest buy low in fantasy right now, especially because of primetime bias. Like we've talked about this before. I just
Yeah.
talked about it with like Darius Slayton, how people think he's good because he had caught a couple deep passes on primetime games. Give me a break. Sorry, I'm just like really bagging on Darius Slayton. I feel bad about it, but just trying to make a point here, folks. There were people in the Discord like last night losing their mind that Josh Allen is flinging theirs, and people on Twitter even more so because people in our Discord are smarter than the idiots on Twitter. People are just losing their mind because Josh Allen is flinging these like perfectly placed passes downfield to Sanders, to Knox, and Diggs gets one, but it wasn't a touchdown. Like the fact that Josh Allen had that game and he doesn't score a touchdown, people are going to lose their minds. It's like, oh, Stefon Diggs, huge downgrade. But the difference between the Hopkins situation and the Diggs situation, Diggs is still 9th in the NFL in targets right now. The volume is still there for Stefon Diggs. They just haven't connected on some deep passes yet. Those will correct themselves. He will score more. I guarantee he was going to score more than what he scored once this entire season.
Yep. Just one time.
Just one time. That's going to correct itself at some point. There's going to be positive regression for his touchdown rate. There's going to be positive regression for his air yard conversion rate. Like nothing about him from a peripheral perspective. He's not losing routes. He's not losing targets. He's not losing snaps. Like, what did I say a few weeks ago? In this house, we don't freak out about verifiably good wide receivers who are in good offenses and seeing volume. In this house, we don't do it. I'm not doing
That's
it.
great.
You shouldn't do it, James, and none of you watching it should do it either.
Fair.
If there is a sheep in your league out there freaking out about Stefon Diggs,
Fair.
you better go make that trade offer because he faces the Titans this week, and the Titans defense stinks. I want to be hyper accurate about what I'm saying here. Josh Allen completed 15 passes and threw for 315 yards and 3 touchdowns. Like, yeah, you're not going to see a lot of targets when your quarterback is covering that kind of ground from a yards per completion standpoint. Nobody on the Bills saw a lot of passing volume last week because it was just hyper efficiency. And like, if Diggs had actually just realized that he was open by 10 yards instead of 15 yards, Daniel Sorensen wouldn't have caught up to him when he was kind of trying to like backwards walk into the end zone. I could not be less worried about Stefon Diggs right now.
There you go. Oh man, I'm gonna make some trade offers. Here we go.